Okay, so here we're with Rob. Thank you very much for your time.
It's weird to do this in English.
Yeah, we have.
Is this your first English one?
Second.
No, second.
Third, actually. We've had Jordan Belfi.
Yeah, we had a guy that was on Entourage, Jordan Belfi.
Okay, yeah.
That guy.
And Michel Hassanavicius, the director of The Artist. He's an Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
Not to brag or anything.
Not to brag or anything.
And you're here to talk about the Ballers in Mexico City, but we want to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're not just like the guy from Ballers. You have.
I am at least another thing.
At least a couple of things, right?
At least one more.
Yeah. So, how was your time here in Mexico so far?
I haven't been able to spend a lot of time in the city, but we've driven around a lot, and it's a pretty overwhelming city. It's so big, and it's so like I've never seen a city like this where everything's so different. It doesn't seem like there is a specific character to each neighborhood. We went out to dinner last night in a beautiful neighborhood that definitely had a character, and the character was like rich.
The character was rich.
Yeah, the character was money.
Polanco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's like there's a building from, the turn of the century right next to a building, the most modern building you've ever seen, and sometimes it reminds me of New York, sometimes Los Angeles, sometimes Europe. It's
I feel it more
city.
Like LA actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to most of the cities that you said. That city called Europe also.
That city called You've been to that city? That's a big city.
That's a huge city.
It's a big city.
But I mean, I think that this I feel it more like LA because here you can spend a lot of time walking, as in LA.
Yeah.
From one place to the other, and not necessarily be in a fun environment, but you just keep walking and everything's different every block.
That is true. Definitely, Los Angeles was hard to get used to for me because whenever I travel to a city, I'm always kind of searching for trying to understand the character of the city. And New York, you get there and you immediately get it.
Yeah.
And I'm from Boston, and that's really easy to understand in Chicago and all the major cities. But LA I had trouble with until I lived there for a while and realized the character is in each specific neighborhood, and the neighborhoods are very small.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, 5 blocks and you're in a different environment entirely.
Yeah. You're into sports.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, because you're from Boston.
Because I'm from Boston. Yeah, we have to be.
Yeah,
it's all we have. We have sports and racism.
Either you're in sports or school, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or school.
You're Red Sox or
Red Sox
and Patriots or just?
Yeah, baseball is. I love the Red Sox. They were my original team. I used to love baseball. I didn't watch a lot of football as a kid, but baseball, it's just impossible to watch. There's like 180 something games a year. So I'm a fair weather fan. I watch the first couple games and I watch the playoffs.
Okay.
If the Red Sox are in, if they're not,
if not, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
But football is my main sport.
Football.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to watch basketball.
Why not?
Why not allowed?
Because I'm married. I'm not allowed.
Okay.
I do as she says.
Okay.
But she likes football.
Basically, she lets me watch every single football game. All day Sunday, I'm on the couch. Monday night, Thursday night, I'm on the couch.
Okay.
That wasn't
They
the prenup.
don't bug me. Unless. Well, no. See, it wasn't. I didn't watch as much football when she met me, and then all of a sudden we're married, and now I'm this big rabid football fan, and she's like, I didn't buy this ticket. So I give her. She's very patient with me, so I just don't get involved with basketball because I would love it too much.
Yeah.
Watch everything.
I mean, going into the Ballers and talking about you being a sports fan. I mean, you're a sports fan, but I don't know how involved were you in the sports world. But in a certain way, the sports world, it's quite similar to the Hollywood world, actually. I mean, you don't deal with, you haven't dealt with necessarily big football stars, but you have dealt with big movie stars,
Right.
and they have their managers, and there are a lot of interests.
Yep.
Did that help to build your character for this show?
For sure. I didn't know anything about sports finance, and that's my character's job. And I actually get a lot of people on Twitter messaging me saying like, "Hey, if you want to get together for lunch, I'm a sports financial manager, and I'd love to show you the ropes." And I say, "No, not interested." That sounds boring.
That means that they buy the character.
That maybe they do. Yeah, I don't know. Either that or they're like, wrong. You need to
Let's
be tutored.
teach this asshole how this is done.
But yeah, exactly. But what you guys said is right. Like I get it. I get it. I represent overgrown children, which is just like Hollywood. You know, agents represent fucking babies. We're all babies.
Yeah. Yeah, but that happens a lot in Hollywood because everybody seems to be spoiled, and everybody seems to be like, "Oh no, you don't touch this guy because."
Oh my God!
Actually, before getting into the car, everybody was asking like, "Bro, are you okay if you go only with them?"
No shit. Like, okay,
I
so
mean, you were there. I'm not inventing.
this is my biggest pet peeve. I hate this about my job, and I don't know where it started. It's like a chicken and the egg scenario. Like, we're actors.
blame?
Were actors divas before they were treated like divas, or were they treated like divas and that made them become divas? But
I don't know.
This is so not only that, I'm glad you saw that happen because that happens to me all the time. People like babying me and coddling me, and I take pride in my like manhood.
You're from Boston.
Fucking Boston. I lived 8 months in the snow every year, for God's sake. I know how to walk. Like when you're on set, and if there's rain or a little bit of sprinkles or if there's sun, they'll somebody will hold an umbrella over your head. And the first time that happened to me, like a PA hung an umbrella over my head, I just said to him, I go, "I know this is your job, but get the fuck away from me." I'm a man.
But
I'm an adult. They also, if it's nighttime and you're walking from your trailer to set, they flash a light in front of you.
So you don't.
Like I can't walk in the dark. I hate being coddled. I hate it.
But you have to deal a lot with people that actually like it, actually even expect to be treated that way.
Well, it's so funny. Some people.
Can you tell us some story
Clark
like that?
Clark Duke from Hot Tub Time Machine,
Okay.
the guy that plays my son on Hot Tub Time Machine. Great guy, and this is not. He would totally admit this. he said
proud of it.
He takes advantage of it. So it is a chicken
Okay.
and I don't know whether it's the chicken or the egg with him, but he's not a diva. But he's like, "Listen, man, they're here. They want to help you. Let them do it."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I say let them do it. And then I look.
I have a question. Yesterday I saw your shirt. What's that?
Psycho Bunny.
Psycho Bunny.
So my wife gave me one of these shirts for Father's Day, and it's hard to find. When I find a shirt that fits me and I feel like it feels good and looks good, I'll buy the whole goddamn line.
In the
So
different colors.
I immediately buy. I have 4 of these shirts.
Okay.
I've worn 3 of them here in Mexico City.
You have one.
That's all I got. Well,
You're into design?
I didn't do my laundry before I got here, so this is all I have.
Okay.
Because that's like a design cloth and toy.
It's
right?
weird. No, I don't know. I think it's European. It's like
I've seen those.
it's a real kind of hipster, you know.
he knows about
like he would wear.
yeah.
Fuck you guys.
You know, with a flat brim cap.
He's wearing sunglasses
It's just-
and
all the time.
It's just because
yeah.
I'm bald and I didn't
course.
shave my head.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat too.
the two main characters in Ballers are wearing hats all the time.
Yeah,
right?
bro. Sure, always.
and talking about this spoiler thing and spoil thing and all that, Dwayne Johnson comes from a world where he wasn't spoiled, but now I
right.
believe that he has earned the rights.
He must be
to
super
spoil.
spoiled right now.
He is not.
No?
He's not?
Well, listen, he is a very busy man, right? The reason he can pull off all of these jobs that he has and how he can work so much, because he works all the time, is that he has a team that he pays. Like, he's got, security guys, and he's got a team of assistants, and they all work their butts off, and he's got his own makeup and hair, but he is not coddled. He's the
Makeup
boss.
and hair?
Makeup. No, he does have hair. He does have a hair, and she's the best. She
Okay.
just gives it a little shave because it comes in a little bit here.
You can be shy. I shine every time I'm into cameras.
Oh my God!
You
totally.
have to be You have to wear makeup all the way.
Oh
to
yeah,
the,
I'm wearing powder right now because I'm gonna be on camera all day.
and it's ridiculous because you forget about it.
Oh, we don't care either. Like, we're like, hey, what's a little glow?
Yeah, exactly.
I did this show in the States. I don't know if you guys know it here, the Daily Show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I didn't know
Yeah.
how far that translates, but like it's my first day on camera there. They'd never had a bald guy on the screen before. First day, we had to delay filming because they had to readjust the lights for my head.
Because the DP was like,
Yeah,
no,
it was
that
like,
doesn't
whoa.
That makes you feel kind of important, taken care of.
No, that's just the thing. I always feel bad about everything. I don't want anybody to take care of me because I just feel bad about it.
But you were talking about working with The Rock and that he's not spoiled.
He's not.
But for example, he has all this machinery around
Yep.
him. Do you? I mean, as a co-star, as a friend, do you feel that all that machinery is around him, or it
goes
just
natural?
goes? Yeah, or it goes natural because I mean, he travels with his big gym, for example, which
Yeah.
is something that you cannot
No.
oversee.
Yeah, I cannot afford.
How or afford exactly. But how is that? Or even him or John Cusack, I don't know. You know these big stars.
Yeah. John Cusack had a gym with him on on
his private plane.
Well, he's a kickboxer. He's
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he's a kickboxer. Pretty good too.
But for example, does that change the dynamics or?
No, because it's understood. Like, it's a business, and I have a production company, but it's just me and my assistant. And so I have 5 or 6 things I'm developing, but I'm underwater. I can't handle it. It's too much. So I'm actually in the process of building my production company, and it's going to cost like. That old saying, you have to spend more to make more?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when you have some success, if you put some money and resources into it, then it hopefully will equal more success. It's a business,
Yeah.
I look at Dwayne not as coddled. I look at Dwayne as a CEO.
Yeah, he's a brand.
He's a brand. He's a CEO of his own company, and his company's huge.
And his company's him.
Yeah, and he's also huge.
And what are you into producing?
Mostly comedy, although I've got 2 dramas right now that I'm developing. One's about bootlegging illegal liquor in Louisiana back in the 30s, and the other one is about Houdini.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about the people that surrounded Houdini, like his sort of this woman that was his sort of right hand.
okay.
Oh, that's
Man.
even better.
Yeah, and it's really cool. She was a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, for example, Guillermo del Toro always said that if he has to tell the story about Napoleon, he will not be interested in. But if he has to tell the story about the guy who had to have like his pants clean
Yes.
for the battle, that would be interesting.
Yes.
So
That's where the stories are. The stories are hidden. They're not like the big stories that everybody knows. You've got to you've really got to search for these people that are the guy behind the guy.
yeah, and
you know?
sometimes they even tell more about the character or the situation, and
Oh, of
that's
course.
something that I think that happens with bowlers. You don't watch them playing. Almost,
Never.
most of what happens is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
And that's what makes it interesting because that's where they are something different. If you
It's
watch,
what we don't see.
Exactly.
It's backstage.
and that's what you want to see in cinema and TV.
Exactly.
You want to see something new.
Well, this is the thing I say about Ballers is that you read something in the newspaper, and this is for soccer or anything, like so and so tore his ACL. He's going to be out all season, and that's it. That's the only real information you get. You don't know. You saw it happen. You don't know. But what happened was there's all this drama that led up to that tear, right? There's like maybe he wasn't working out right. Maybe he was doing, treating his body wrong, doing drugs, drinking. maybe he was having emotional problems with his family or himself, and then that led to this tear. And then afterwards, he's got financial problems. He's got a whole another set of drama, and that's what Ballers is about. You know, that story surrounding these little blurbs.
Yeah.